Hey guys, um, it's been a minute since my last video. I haven't I've been really lazy actually, in terms of wanting to do extra shit, work, work out, clean my house. Sometimes I clean my house, sometimes I don't. Today will be a little bit longer video. I know I was gonna try to keep it under 5 minutes, but I have a lot to say usually, and 5 minutes is not really long enough. That's what she said. Uh, so, kind of on my diet, I've been sorry for the shaky camera, but I don't have a stand or anything. So on my diet, I I had been drinking Red Bull for about 4 years straight, and every day. And about 4 years ago, I was really, 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 really depressed. For I was already previously depressed, and then I started drinking Red Bulls, and I realized that they made me happy. But I had to continually drink them all day to remain happy. Um, so I mean, I started. I was like, well, if I'm gonna drink Red Bull, I need to start working out so I don't get fat. So I started working out, and I was already kind of chunky, but I started losing a little bit of weight, and I was feeling pretty good. When I moved out to California, I gained a lot of weight, and I decided I wasn't really working out, and I got even more depressed. Uh, but I kept drinking Red Bull, and honestly, since when I started work about a year and a half ago, when I started working out, I drink one every single day. It was my energy. I woke up, I had an 8 ounce Red Bull, and it started my whole day. And, I was able to lose 70 pounds of fat. And, I'm a little bit more of a leaner guy, but and I think so. I think that really it's honestly just putting on weight that's unneeded, but it's something I enjoyed. So about 3 days ago, 3 days ago, yeah, about 3 days, 4 days now, 4 days now, I decided to stop drinking energy drinks. I didn't really drink soda. I only drank the one Red Bull every day, and then I drank water, about a gallon of water every day. And I decided to stop drinking it. And it was odd because about 3 days before I started getting this migraine, I had a 3 day migraine previously, and I was like, I was trying to think, I was like, what, I need to stop drinking Red Bull. I really enjoy it. It's not something I was addicted to. It's just it made my morning. It was like that morning shower. I don't need to shower, but I like to shower. So I've been like 4 days off. Sounds like I'm a heroin addict. Um, and it's been good. I have so much fucking energy. It's actually insane. I have way more energy than I ever even could have imagined, and I push harder at the gym, and I feel like it was actually slowing me down to have one of those every day because it was that sugar. When I didn't have that sugar, my body went into a low because I was off that high and I couldn't relax. So now I'm on that natural high. And actually, my second day into it, I was like, I don't know what to do with all this fucking energy. It was just insane. So I'm looking forward to that. I might actually have one today, but only because for just no reason. I don't know. I thought about it last night. I was like, maybe I'll have one today, but and now I'm thinking I don't. It's not really something I really want to get into. Plus, that's money, and I don't really want to spend money. But uh, I guess the topic. After a little bit of rant, the topic today is going to be goals. What kind of goals do you want to reach? I know I kind of hit on this a little bit in one of my other videos. I wanted to share like my thought process on like my gym journey. So I had this thought after the steroids conversation that I got really frustrated. I got really frustrated that people were using steroids because I'm working hard, I'm eating proper, and granted, my diet could be way more. I could be putting in way more calories. Typically probably like 3,500 to 4,000 calories a day. I'm probably like 22 to 28 on any given day. So I'm more of trying to maintain slash lose still a little bit of fat while gaining. And I mean, that just depends. Some days I eat about 3,000 calories. It depends on the day. It depends on how I'm feeling. Because I'm not doing any cardio and I'm so afraid to get fat. I'm deathly afraid to get fat. So my muscle gain, I am gaining muscle and I am gaining strength. And I do have a lot of energy to push. You know, I in the last probably month, I've gone up about 15 pounds on my bench. About 20 pounds on my bench. Uh, and that's huge for me. So it, and you know, I feel like that's a pretty good weight, and I'm gonna stick there for a couple weeks and see how I feel. But anyways, I'm seeing results on the calories I am, and I worry that I might take the bulk too far because the weight loss was so hard and I was so depressed. So maybe, you know, I could do cardio, but I hate doing cardio. So we'll see. We'll see. I just keep, you know, managing my weight for the most part. I'm about one. I was down to 190 and now I'm back up to 198, which I think is fine. So I am gaining weight, per se, like, and I've actually gained a couple pounds since from the last 4 days. I was like 195 and now I'm like 198. My weight stays pretty much the same. It doesn't really fluctuate much, and I'm assuming it's probably water weight or as a lot of things with just not drinking Red Bull. My body's like trying to, like, you know, do something. I don't fucking know. I'm not a doctor. But anyways, yeah. So the steroids, like, I got really frustrated. So some random rants again. I got really frustrated because I wasn't getting any bigger, and I was like, fuck you assholes for taking steroids, and then 4 months getting fucking huge, getting lean with that extra testosterone boost. Just, you know, and I'm working way hard. You know, I just got done. I was at the gym for about an hour and 20 minutes. I was back in biceps. Uh, and I did a little bit of shoulders, so my back shoulder today. But you know, I am working pretty hard, and I realized that, you know, about a month ago, after I realized, because I was like, there's nothing wrong with it. They're working hard, but I was hating on people who were taking steroids, and I realized if you're not taking steroids, you're like a baby. Babies take their first year, they don't walk. Literally, all they do is lay there, and you carry them around for the first year. So if in that sense, I'm 1.5, I'm 1.5. So I could probably, I walk right now. By the time I'm 2, I might be able to trudge along and run a little unbalanced. And by the time I'm 5, I might be able to, you know, I would probably be able to run. But, you know, and if you think about it in the sense of boys, by the time they're 10, 15, you've got some, by the time they're 15, some who are pretty built, very rare. I would say like maybe 2% of kids and 15-year-olds are built, and that's if they've been working out for like 3 since like they were 12. You know, and then they're all they're eating is just eating a bunch of shit with their metabolism up, so they're just gaining shit tons of muscle. You know, football team, whatever. But most guys don't even start getting their muscle until 20 to 25. That means 20 years, 20 fucking years before I get any sort of natural muscle. Like, and that I have to really think about that. That it's working out, and you've probably heard this, is a lifestyle. It's a journey. You can cheat with steroids, granted, and I'm not saying that people who use them are bad, because they're doing the work, but you're gonna be less likely, I feel like, to stick with it because you've gotten things so fast. You didn't have to work as hard, and so you're less likely to stick with it. You maybe take like a couple years off, and then you're like, oh well, I can get back. I'll just take steroids again. But people who are really, you know, you've got some of these famous people who on YouTube or Ben's Fitness who, you know, and you can never know if they take steroids or not, who claim to be natural. They say, I've been working out 15, 20 years, and they're big. And that we're comparing ourselves to them. I'm comparing myself, and I'm assuming that most people who started the gym are comparing themselves to that. And that's just not fair. So the long short of everything is goals. What is your goal, and where do you want to go? Don't give up. You can't expect to play the piano and in 1 year be a fucking a god at it. It takes time, and it takes practice and repetition. And don't give up. Whether that be if you're looking at if you want to be a doctor, or you want to be a professional gamer, or you want to be you know, you want to do competitions for bodybuilding, or you want to do anything of any consequence, you have you can't give up. You have to do it every day. It's an everyday battle. It's that grind. You always hear people talk about, I'm on that grind. It's a grind. It's every fucking day, and you have to want it, and it has to be the only thing you think about. Uh, your goal is the only thing that you think of. You wake up and you think about that goal. You go to sleep and you think about that goal. And it's not so much of obsessive, but more of like it's in there, it's in your head and it's in your heart, and you talk about it, and it's life. And people get annoyed and they're like, damn, this person's stupid. All they do is talk about working out, or all they do is talk about finishing school or money or whatever. They're gonna start a business, and it's just that grind, and you have to want it, and you are the only person that can stand in your way of being successful. Nobody else can tell you anything. I go to the gym every day and I see people, I feel like they judge me. And who knows, maybe they're like squinting, they're like, oh, I got a headache. And I'm like, that motherfucker's judging me. Uh, but all things said, just don't give up. Don't give up, guys. If you're in a depression and you're like, I don't know how to get out of this depression, just don't give up, and you'll succeed, and you'll be there. And it may take you 2 to 3, 4, or 5 years. You may be in a depression for 10 years, but eventually, if you don't give up, you'll get through it. And I promise, and I'm a testament to it. I was depressed for many years, like 15, 20 years of my life, just sad. And even my family comments like, how happy, like, damn, you're so happy, and you're so driven, and it just feels so successful, and I love it, and I never want to let that go. It's an insane feeling, and I'm hoping that I can share that, and I hope that it leaps off into these videos for you guys, because I'm truly, I wake up and I'm so fucking happy. It's amazing, and I just want you guys to know that if you need anything, obviously reach out, and I'll be there. Comment, say I'm having a rough time, and I'm sure that other people are having a rough time, and I'm sure they'll be there. And it's just, you guys have like a huge community on the internet to really have a lot of support, and I wish that it wasn't this stigma where it's like I got to be an asshole on the internet, and that'll probably never change, but hopefully we can do that together. And so yeah, long ass video. Thanks guys for watching. I hope that's like I said, I do these all in one take. I don't really know how they go, but I will try to get more videos out. I promise I will do another video. I don't know when, but I promise I'll do another video. And maybe I'll have something other than the gym to talk about, like eating, food. I don't really know what else there is. Gym and eat food. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else in life. I'm kidding. Thank you guys. Oh, she's fucking hot. Goddamn. Thank you guys for watching, and she's really fucking hot. Have a good day. Bye.